Red team, blue team.
Be careful. This is the river of Juju come. We've got to pass over it before we can return home. Whatever you do, don't look down. They say the voices can pull you in.
Red team, blue team. Red team, blue team.
Real feel-good story. This guy's a disabled guy, works at Myers Deli. He was eating food out of the trash that they were going to throw away. The manager,
they fired him.
The manager noticed he was eating food out of the trash that they were throwing away. And what did he do? Had him arrested.
Yeah.
Had the guy arrested.
Did the right thing.
I feel so much safer knowing that disabled deli workers are no longer skimming sustenance from the garbage, a place that throws out thousands of dollars worth of food every day. And this was tweeted out by Right Angle Network. Americans are calling for a boycott of the retailer Meijer after body cam footage revealed that a $15 billion corporation had a 16-year-old disabled deli worker named James arrested for taking $110 in food over 3 months to get through his shifts.
Wait,
but he
from
wasn't
the garbage?
he was taking the food they were throwing out. That's the part.
So why would?
Hello. Hey. So we have James here. Who's James? Right here. Right here. Okay. He is he works in our deli department. Okay. And we found out that he's just been taking like orders of chicken and fruit cups and stuff like that off the store for people in the house.
For 110?
Yep.
All right.
What is wrong?
Like, first of all, why wouldn't you just fire the kid? Why would you, a 16-year-old kid, you're going to have him arrested? Even if he was stealing food right out of the deli, you just fire him.
Okay,
you have him arrested, but he wasn't eating food right out of the deli. He was eating food out of the can where they were throwing the food out. What's your question, Kurt?
It's not that we know they pay him, like he's a manager, but this is some kinky thing, right? He needed the food.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And this is the manager doing this.
James, do you have anything on you need to be aware of?
Not
Don't reach for it if you do. Don't reach for it if you do.
Okay, so I have a Sharpie and a box cutter in this pocket. All I have in this pocket is my phone and my earbuds, and then in my back pocket I have my wallet.
Go ahead and stand up for me.
Okay.
All right, just go ahead and put your hand in the wall for me. I'm just going to take everything out. We'll get it with you.
And how unthreatening this kid is.
Right.
This is disgusting.
Well, if he's got a box cutter, he might hijack that office and fly it into a building. So these are the people there in
All
management.
this stuff yours? Like the box cutter, that's not my property or anything?
And they're all sitting there witnessing this kid being...
Yeah, that is...
Is there anybody in that room who's an advocate for this kid right now?
Anything in your shoes or anything like that?
Nope.
16-year-old kid.
Okay. You can put your palms together and drop that. Put your palms together. Palms together. Palms together.
No. They're putting him in handcuffs?
Yes.
So where's he live?
So I don't know where this happened, but so Andrew tweets
Ohio.
out, where's the compassion? Where's the humanity? According to reports, the 16-year-old Meijer deli worker, James, arrested for stealing $110 worth of food from a throwaway bin.
That's not stealing, by the way.
That's not stealing. Was described as having special needs and walked to and from work at the Seven Hills, Ohio store. He reportedly took small amounts of discarded food like fruit cups and chicken over months to eat during shifts. Meyer's decision to wait until the theft reached a chargeable amount before involving police rather than addressing it earlier sparked significant backlash for lacking compassion, especially given James' circumstance. So they
did a sting on a slow kid that eats out of the trash.
Yes. So the manager knew he was doing this, and they waited for it to amount to $110 so they could charge him.
Well, some of these mentally disabled are very clever. You have to trick them, you know.
Wow.
Get away with what, dude? What?
So,
First of all, what town is this that the cops have time to come and put somebody in handcuffs for that? Where are the cops where I live? There's all kinds of.
So so I like what Sad Dad says. Sad Dad says Meijer could have just spoken with him after the first time they noticed that he did this. But instead, they decided it was better to let him continue doing it until it met some sort of quota. Shame on you, Meyer. I shop there at least twice a week. I will be passing by going forward. And
that is remarkably strange. That I'm still trying to understand how that could be real. Sting. You had a sting operation.
And that's the guy. Imagine being this evil. Instead of talking to James, he's watching him for months. And then when the throwaway food totaled up to $110, he had the 16-year-old disabled kid arrested. I hope James sues the crap out of this manager and Meyer. I hope so, too.
Yeah, who would think such a handsome man could be so ugly?
He looks like the perfect central casting douche boss. That's what he looks like.
Honestly, he looks like a guy that also eats out of the trash, if I'm being quite honest.
Hey, give me a guy with a bitter mustache, a pot belly, and control issues.
Aren't there other people that are like the cops go, what? We have real job. We're cops.
Boy, look at this. Look at the shitstorm Titty Boy has stirred up over here. Gentlemen, gentlemen, my eyes are up here. Get this. Meyer announced on March 24th of last year that they donated $2 million to 30 of our food bank partners across the Midwest, a surprise gift that will help them feed more families and individuals facing food insecurity.
Yeah, don't do it. It's a trap. Don't take that food, families.
Don't do it. They're gonna get you arrested.
That's how they lure you in. That's Meyer's old trick.
So Starcasm says, so you donated $2 million in food, but you couldn't show any compassion to one of your employees, a 16-year-old kid with special needs?
You wouldn't take care of him?
Why wouldn't you take care of him?
Well, because that donation is probably some bullshit tax break, fucking fake thing. It went to your food bank partners? What the fuck's that mean?
He was, Dwight says he was taking trash to eat. Trash. These effing people called the cops on him? Nah, smells like discrimination and wanted to get rid of him one way or another. Instead of seeing he needs help, they chose to support a corporation that wouldn't care if they died on the job.
If you caught him, it's that big a deal, okay? And I work places where I don't know why, but that was like a big deal. So right then and there, you go, hey, if you do it again, you're fired. You're telling me this guy built a file up, a thing that you could have easily made him not do.
Yes.
Or fired him right then.
They could have just fired him the first time.
I want to see if he leads to a bigger fish.
Yep. So Sightbringer says, this is a mirror held to a civilization that has inverted morality. In a healthy order, a community protects its weakest and youngest, the disabled teenager who's trying to survive on scraps of food. That is the very definition of someone society should guard. Instead, the full weight of a $15 billion corporation, security apparatus, and police force was mobilized against him for $110 in food he needed just to endure his shifts. That inversion is this scarf cut. Theft upward is normalized. Theft downward is criminalized.
Yes.
CEOs loot billions through wage suppression, buybacks, and rent extraction with impunity, but a starving kid taking a sandwich triggers handcuffs. This is not rule of law, it's rule of hierarchy. Law as a weapon against those without power.
Well said.
I agree with that, except for I don't think that kid was starving. But even if you just want snacks, still too much, and they're wrong. Even if he's just eating it to eat it. Because ain't nobody in that picture look like they're starving. Nobody. That look like fake Zionist propaganda to say Palestine's okay.
But if you are starving for laughter, you can come see me in Rutherford, New Jersey, Edmonton, Calgary, Vancouver, Appleton, Wisconsin, Rosemont, Illinois, Chicago, Louisville, Kentucky, Fort Wayne, Hermosa Beach, Sacramento, and San Francisco. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets. That's a real feel-good story. Yeah, over to Steph.
Yeah, they finally took one of these disabled fat kids off the street.
They finally got the 16-year-old disabled kid in cuffs.
I want that food in the dumpster stinking up the back alley. What is going on?
What is going on? What is going on there? I wonder if there's some kind of backstory, like if that's a kid of somebody he hates or something. Maybe he hates that kid's parents. Or something.
It makes no sense that you would try to do a sting like that's a coke deal.
Yeah, you're
You know?
you're entrapping him.
You could just go, hey, that you're fired. You could just do that.
Yeah, you just go, hey, you're fired.
But okay, maybe they can't fire him until it's a certain amount of money. Why do you need him arrested for eating the trash? Does he do a bad job aside from that?
Because I'm going to guess that guy is evil and has control issues. Mr.
Yeah, $110. Really?
Mr. Titty Manager. Okay.
$110 you're going to have a whole thing about.
Yes, they are. Okay, over to Steph.
All right, a kid at heart. I hope for a ceasefire so the killing can stop, but the Greater Little Hat Project will go on.
Well, it's not $110. It was garbage. They're throwing it out. That's bullshit. It's not anything. It was garbage. It's not worth any money.
That
doesn't make sense.
That would be my argument if I was suing Meyer. I'm like, he wasn't stealing. He was stealing trash. And so you guys now have to pay him $1 million for illegal prosecution, entrapment. There's $1 million. It's a kid. It's not even a grown-up. It's a 16-year-old kid. It's not an 18-year-old person. All right.
Okay. I hope for a ceasefire so the killing can stop, but the Greater Little Hat Project will go on. I've learned in this life that people are people, and when the pendulum swings, the same evils arise. A kid at heart.
I want that kid tried as an adult trash eater.
Well, that's what like a lot
stance.
of states want to do right now. They want to change the age to try a kid for a felony. You know, they want to raise lower the age to be tried as an adult. They're kids. Their brains aren't fully developed.
Not until you're 25, by the way. Your brains aren't fully developed until you're 25. That's why they have to get you drafted
when you're 18.
They have to get you into the military by 18 because they know people over 25 aren't going to do that. They're like, what? People over 25 are like, no, this is stupid.
When can you rent a car?
Right.
What age?
Grapentine says, actor Selma Hayek, married to Francois Pinault, CEO of Balenciaga's parent company. I didn't know this. Kering owns auction website selling art depicting children tortured and mutilated. Ugh. I'm sorry, as British CEO was sorry for the oil spill. F Jew, thank you, and Jisrael.
Sorry.
F the CIA, F the CIA, F the NSA. That's from F. Trump is getting ready to attack Venezuela. B man. Ugh. F comes back with sorry, so very, very sorry. Netanyahu, I can bomb Gaza. He cited Dresden, for fuck's sake. India, Pakistan was resolved without Trump. And Trump lies like the sun rises every morning. That's from our friend F. I would like to hear more of what Kurt was saying about Bob Hope being over-promoted. I never understood why Hope was held up as America's greatest comic. Mod gone. Anything to say about that?
It doesn't make any sense, does it?
Well, I mean,
Hope stinks.
Bing Crosby and Bob Hope, they had those, duo films together. What was that in the 40s and 50s?
I seen him in one of them kind of movies where he's the Scarlet Pimpernel, and I remember I wasn't like, I was little, but his comedy, he doesn't have comedy. You literally, it's like a sign comes on that says you should laugh and applaud. And I think it's some kind of mass hypnosis. I don't know what in the hell I'm looking at every time I see him.
Who?
But Bob Hope. Bryce Taylor's book, Thanks for the Memories. She said that was her one of her controllers in the MK program was Bob Hope. And he shared it with Kissinger. Yeah, Thanks for the Memories, it's called. I think it's sarcastic.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what you mentioned last time. I forgot about that. May Jest. Hello, May Jest. Bang. Trump paid Armenia as Azerbaijan to stop fighting and allow the U.S. stationed troops on both of their borders with Iran. It was not about peace. It is about encircling Iran. May Jest. Jim Dog have Ben Davidson on. Hold on. To talk about the impending magnetic reversal. It's already started. What? I have a normal kitchen timer set up when I take a shower. Where's this going to go? I stop showering when it goes off. It might help you too. Were we talking about showering earlier? I don't remember that one.
Okay.
Back to Jim.